You've been well funny if you'd have whacked me in the head.
Hello.
Retake.
We're going to do some beginner stuff today that we haven't really touched on. These are really... They're not really beginner's chords though, really, to be honest. Are they? They're advanced chords actually, bar chords. But the two main shapes are based on your open E major and your open E minor. Your open A major and your open A minor. So we'll start with the movable E shape, which is based on your low E string. Now you can move this shape anywhere and it will give you any chord. So give me a fret.
I give you the 6th fret.
The 6th fret. Now depending on what key you're in, that would be either an A sharp or a B flat major. Why? Because I'm playing the major shape. A lot of people, and myself included, when you're learning the guitar you get confused because you think you're playing E across the neck, but you're not. You're using the shape. You're borrowing the shape. Okay, remember that. You're borrowing the shape.
Oh mate, can I borrow your shape?
It's like a parasite when it kind of infects something and it just borrows it. It's a good analogy, that, isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
No, you get like a parasite that infects an organism.
Oh.
It will live there. So we're just going to move this shape. Now we have to bar with our first finger, our booger picking finger, as I call it. Now the trick with bar chords is don't try and play your finger straight. Look what happens. My arm's all bent out and fucked up and I'm like, it's really hurting. Bring your elbow into your ribs and play on the outside of your finger and then lay it.
Yes.
Now an easy way of doing this is if you play E major like that, second finger on the G string first fret, third finger on the A string second fret, and your little finger on the second fret D string. Move that up 1 fret. You got that. Now bar it. There's your major bar chord.
Yeah.
There's your major shape. And then you can move that up. So I'm just moving it up chromatically. That's your major bar chord shape. Now to make it minor, just take off your second finger. Boop. Just take off, there you go. Take off your second finger. I wouldn't advise you to play with your second finger up like that. People might think you're swearing. Major, second finger on. Minor, second finger on. That's it, man.
There you go.
Would you like to show up close? You think they need it?
Yeah, I think you need it. Okay, I'm going to just play it on a G because it's easy to show you. And then minor, taking that middle finger off.
There you go. There's your major and minor. Now the A, this is a little bit difficult because you only use your first and third fingers. I know when you play A major up in the open position, you either use these first 3 fingers or these 3 fingers, right? You try and play a bar chord like that. Now you'll be tempted to play it like that to begin with, but if you're playing a quick chord progression, you're not going to be able to get your fingers all in line. So we use our third finger. Now our third finger does all the work. Our third finger has to bar the D, the G and the B.
That's 3 strings there.
3 strings, man. So you have to kind of bend your finger like that if you can.
Yeah, you got to flatten the flat part out of your finger.
So you flatten it out, get it right close to the fret wire, and then your first finger, look, don't have it straight because your arm goes all spastic. Have it come in diagonally. Your first finger only has to play the A string. Now for this one, if we're playing open A, we can utilise the high E string, which if you're playing A, E is what we call the 5th. So the 5th, we can leave out the 5th. It's not a very important chord tone. The important is the root and third, major and minor. So what we do is we just play the middle 4 strings. So we've got A, D, G, B. There's your major bar chord. Again, move it up. Now, if I play on the first fret, that is not B. That's B flat or A sharp. Okay, so we start on the second fret. B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Going up to the octave. Oh, I'll just put a high fifth in there.
So weird sitting next to you when you're doing that.
I just put a high fifth and a high root note. Listen to this. It's actually making my willy pulsate. Right, there's your major shape. Minor shape. Now again, if you play A minor like this, second finger on the B string first fret. I have to think about that. Third finger on the D string second fret. Little finger on the G string second fret. Play A minor like that. Now move it up one fret. Actually move it up 2 frets because we're going to play B. So now bring in your first finger and bar on the outside. There's your minor bar chord. So what we've done is this note. For major we played there. For minor we played there. Now you bring in the high E because you can. It's really difficult. Some people I know can actually bend their third finger in such a way. What are you doing? Where they can actually play where that first finger would bar, but if you can't, don't worry, like I said. So A minor, move it up, B, C, D, E, F, G. There's your major and minor bar chord shapes. Would you like to show them on the A string?
What shape?
No, the A shape.
The flat one.
This one, major. Minor.
So it's coming purely from this part of my finger. Dun, dun, dun. So can you see what Scott was saying about angling your finger, going diagonal? Because it'd be so awkward if you're trying to do it like that and it sounds all spastic. Try and get it like that. It sounds nice. Then your minor will be like that.
So you flatten the third.
Oh, that sounds so beautiful.
There you have your movable major and minor triads. So triads being 3 notes. Then we can extend it to 7th chords, which we'll do at a later date.
Yeah, later
Right,
date.
Take it easy.